Our data isn't good enough to do AI, right? A lot of people are saying that these days, and sometimes it's true, but a lot of the time the data is fine, it just hasn't been prepared properly. So you might have timestamps, for example, but you haven't told the model that Friday behaves differently than Monday, or weekends, or bank holidays. Or, for example, you might have attendance counts, but you haven't indicated that when participants do 3 trainings, that's when you see the behavior change. Maybe you don't even know that, right? The last one, I've talked about this a lot. You have a billion categories, but there's so many, there's only a few observations per category, and you can't roll things up into anything meaningful. So the information is there, but the meaning isn't. You have to put that in there. In data science, we call this feature engineering. It's where the real work actually lives, and it applies to AI and it applies to reporting. It's not about having more data, it's about transforming the data into a shape that exposes common sense, things you already know. For example, for the date information, there's a technique called time series decomposition, in which you try to find the weekly trend and then you identify anomalies, and then you can use that to figure out whether the results make sense or not, given where you are in the week. But you have to say what that is, and you have to say what the weekends are, or maybe the pattern isn't weekly, maybe the pattern is monthly. In this day and age of easy to use AI tools, you might believe that you don't have to do this. And if you want to use AI, you can even use AI to suggest transformation steps, but somebody has to add meaning. The point is that it takes some amount of domain expertise to convert raw data into patterns. Your data is fine. Just squeeze that lemon a little bit harder. I hope that helps. See you in the next one.